killed Pancho Villa? Imagine a man who was once the terror and the hero of Mexico, a figure so feared and revered that his name alone could strike both fear and admiration. This man was Pancho Villa, a key figure in the Mexican Revolution, but on a fateful day in 1923 his life came to a sudden and violent end. So, who was behind his assassination? Pancho Villa had a complex and often tumultuous life. After the revolution, he had made a truce with President Álvaro Obregón and settled down in Canutillo, but he never left without an armed escort. Despite this, Villa had many enemies, and one of them was Jesus Herrera, the last member of a family Villa had tried to wipe out years earlier. However, the immediate circumstances of his death point to a different set of conspirators. On July 20th, 1923, Villa was driving his 1920 overland touring car through the town of Parral. He had a routine of slowing down at a school corner, which his enemies had noted. A group of conspirators, led by Jesus Salas Barrasas, who had a personal vendetta against Villa, had been watching his movements. Barrasas and his men rented a house across from the school and waited for the perfect moment to strike. They even hired a pumpkin seed vendor to stand by the road and shout "Viva Villa" to signal whether Villa was in the front or back seat. When Villa raised his hand to salute, the assassins opened fire, hitting him 9 times and killing him instantly. Historians believe that this assassination was likely orchestrated by Villa's political enemies, including President Obregón and possibly Plutarco Elias Calles. Obregón had previously responded to Villa's complaints about assassination attempts by saying he would find a discreet way to prevent them, but it seems this response might have been a ruse. So while the direct shooters were men like Jesus Salas Barrasas, the masterminds behind the assassination were likely high-ranking political figures who saw Villa as a threat to their power. This complex web of enemies and motives ultimately led to the demise of one of Mexico's most legendary figures.